Good evening. Welcome to another edition of my 5D Secret Garden, where not only are we able to keep a secret, we are also uncovering them. And then we throw them back down because we don't care what these karmics do anyway. We just like to show them that, hey, look, I can do this too. So, whatever, I know what you're doing. Look at me. I know what you're doing. Why do I know what you're doing? Because the cards tell me what you're doing. Okay? And it confirms it with other stuff going on. Everything is the same when it comes down to reading the divine feminine energy. You just read the prominent energy. The one who is the most prominent has the most going on in their energy. And that's what usually happens. And then it brings everybody. So, for instance, there could be a divine feminine that is weak right now, but then by somebody like me getting to all my power, all my strength, is going to give that person power no matter what now. Now they're just going to get this, I want to be, you know what I mean? Because it's a collective energy. If they are a divine feminine, if they're a true divine feminine energy, then you're going to feel what's going on with the other. That's why it was so long that so many of us were just down, and it was just damn, man, can't get a break with this shit, and a lot of people they don't think about divine feminine, especially with a male. It's almost like I'm part of the game now. It's it's not really meant for me, you know what I mean? The male divine feminine is not really, this isn't built for me. On the game it doesn't say for male. It's, you know what I mean, it's for so it says the thing, so people are so used to that with the feminine word, I'm not feminine, I'm not, and that's what keeps people. But everybody's got both of those in them, so it's basically, and then you have your twin who's going to be on the other half. So it's basically you both are sharing these energies. You could get into your masculine energy too. That's not saying, when people say divine feminine, it's there's still masculine energy being used there. You understand? There's still, we come off of it. We ain't we're nice, but if we gotta go Queen of Swords you, we'll Queen of Swords the shit out of you. Trust me, and we could take it too. We could take a beating, and we keep coming. So it is what it is. It's been documented. It's been seen. This ain't me just bullshitting. It's not like I'm gonna come out and start showing paperwork and this. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Believe what you like, I tell people. But people have seen me in action. Now I'm to the point where I'm making these videos and whatever. If people like them, cool. I hope they do. And if not, then oh well. If it gets a lot of views, it gets a lot of views. But I'm not gonna go out of my way or try to be something I'm not. See, a lot of people, they come on here, they're fake. They want to tell you what you want to hear. This is how you know a fake divine feminine. One that's overly nice. One of those ones where, you come and they're just too nice. Now, divine feminines are nice people, good people, but we're not overly nice. That is the dead giveaway right there. That is the false flame. It's always going to be the one who comes after the real one, and then come they're a savior or some shit. They're the situation was probably already, they projected the situation to where you're gonna, your downfall. So it's almost they're evil, giving you the evil, and then they'll just pop out of nowhere and be they're the savior of the relationship, and that the relationship that we had with our DM or whatever person, karmic soulmate, was, we were nothing and these people were heroes. But now it's all coming out because people are gonna be oh, that's what happened. It took 10 years, but whatever. Better late than never. And, and it's got 2 serious spiritual consequences to this too. And I even have to get spiritual surgery because of this fucking karmic soulmate. They're so entangled that it's almost I'm just gonna, I'm not even gonna rush. I'm just gonna keep them now. Now I'm gonna torture them now. Instead of just cutting the cord on them, you think you're blocking me from whatever. All right, I'm just gonna bring you along and let you watch while you deteriorate from the sidelines, but you're still gonna be there. And then when I feel like cutting you off, that's when I'm not gonna do it when you're still okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna bring you down. You wanna latch on to me? You wanna bind to me? You want to do them type of things? then guess what? Now you can't leave. Okay? Now you just can't leave. I asked nicely to get out of my energy, but no, they just want to bind themselves to me, and now you can't leave. So prepare for something you may not enjoy. Lessons must be learned here, my friends. Karmic lessons. That's why you call it karmic. That's why you are in karmic energy, because you must learn lessons and teach lessons. We have to learn from you. That's what you are. You're karmic. The word speaks for itself. So who's going to be this karmic? Of course, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're always going to be the one. This is, you know, the Empress is the Queen of Wands, or this is the Witch. This is just the devil, okay? This is the energy that follows around Divine Feminine energy. It's almost like they are like, they know when something's happening. It's almost like they let Divine Feminine oftentimes will, you know, because their ability to regenerate and come back and transform. What happens is like this Queen of Pentacles will be in reverse, be watching, and they let us get to a point where we build ourselves up, but not too big. You know what I mean? They don't let us get too big. They'll always find a way to like throw a monkey wrench in there right when things are about to get good. It's always like right in the middle of like a decent relationship, or like while you're doing good at job, or you're like about to get promoted and like everything's going good. They'll project some like stuff. Now this is being the unhealed, unprotected version. Now if they do it, it doesn't make a difference, because they continually try to do it. But me clearing my energy and protecting myself with crystals and just all types of different stuff that I'm aware of. I could read tarot, I could do things now. You know what I mean? Before I couldn't. I was a unawakened I was a nice person, but I was just unawakened to what was really going on until I was awakened to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever. Like, there's nothing I could have done in that situation. You couldn't have came to me at even then and said, oh, well, guess what? I think you're like your mom, your ex-wife, this one and that one. They're all like doing like spell work on you and like doing all types of hexes and curses, and your aunts and stuff have been doing this since you were like a baby. Like, I would get the fuck out. I would have laughed. I would be like, what are you talking about? But then I had to see it for myself. I had to see it all for myself. And it is what it is. Like, it's disgusting, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. I know what they are. I always knew what they were. I never liked most of these people anyway. It ain't like, see, that's the thing. That's just what I'll do. Like, these people, they're my family. They think like I'm going to be all sad that they did this. I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about them anyway. Trust me. Fucking holidays and shit. I wouldn't even want to see these motherfuckers in faces. But they were just siphoning my energy, just laughing. Like, while I'm over here, like, miserable and stuff, they're all, ooh, having a good old time, dancing on the mistletoe, and I'm just like, you know, fucking, you know, getting coal and shit. And then they're like laughing at me. But then after that whole happens, I leave. It's like, then they start trying to like project on me more and make like, you know, make things worse for me. But, you know, God sees all this shit. And then here's the best part, is that the ancestors of me see all this. So they come tell me, like my grandmother, my other grandma, like they tell me what these people, they're like, so this is what they're doing. Like, boom, 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 and I know exactly what they're doing. My little cousin, I got 3 angels that tell me everything that these people are doing, and these are 3 people that would never have ever been involved with something like this. You know what I'm saying? Never would have even done anything like this. So of course they're going to be helping me, because I'm the one who's holy, and it's just like they were angels. That's why they're angels now. So now they're helping me. You think they're going to help you? That's what my mom thought. Like, my one grandma used to come there with, and she'd say, oh yeah, she's like a frog. That's like, she thought like this frog used to come to the 2 frogs or something used to come to the her house all the time, and she would think they were her grandmom, my grandmom, her mom, and her grandpa, my grandpa and her dad. So, you know, but it probably was them like warning her, like, hey, stop doing this, because if you don't stop, then, you know, this and that, it's going to be bad for you. But that's probably what they were there for, because they weren't the type of people, they're not going to be doing this stuff. So then they see you doing this. That's what people don't understand. It's like, once you get to the 5D, this is all just, it's all energy. This is just, it comes back, and like that's where like this Queen of Wands energy in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles, it's going through different people. It could go through an ex-wife, to or I'm saying like somebody like whatever, an ex, or your mom, or like just anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody who don't like you. You're one of those jealous people that, don't like, it's like a fake, karmic feminine person. They're always going to be there, and they're always going to pop out, and they're always going to come through the most witchiest of people. And those people are always going to expose themselves around a divine feminine because they wish that they could be like that. And that's why they do all this, to steal the energy. It's like they wish to be it, they want to steal it, okay? And then they want to still make fun of you, like, too, when you're like, you're doing bad. But they're doing this so they can steal your energy. They want to be you, but then they want to make fun of you at the same time. So it's kind of like, pick a side, brother. What do you want to do? You want to make fun of me? You ain't gonna make fun of me no more. So you can make fun of me when I'm sitting in a cell or I'm down and out or something. But when I'm looking right at you, and you want now make fun of me. Come on, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Make fun of me now. I dare you. I'll wait right outside. You know where I live, right? I'm sure you do. So, trust me, things are not funny no more. I know you're not making fun no more. So, because there's nothing to laugh about, especially on your side. I could laugh, but I don't choose not to. I don't laugh at people. This doesn't give me pleasure, seeing you people ruin your lives. It doesn't give me any pleasure. It's just a nuisance for me. It's all it is a nuisance, because you got my DM all involved with this bullshit. Now they got to work off karma. So all you're really doing is, you're delaying my inevitable. That's all you're really doing, but it's still a nuisance to me. It's like, you're like traffic. It's like, I just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever, I'm going to get there, but you guys are just holding me up. I ain't going to get there exact. I might be a little late, okay? I might be like 15, 20 minutes late. Traffic, guys, traffic. And then the guy will say, well, I never waited 10 minutes in my life. And I'll say, well, maybe 15. It's a joke. It's an Irishman quote. So let's get the next card here. We got this crumb bum Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this Magician in reverse, because usually we are the Magician. So this is interesting that we have this Magician. So this is basically going to describe this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is just going to be a manipulative. This is basically a person was coming off as like the ideal spouse, great dad or great mom, or somebody who like does coaching or does like the bake sale, like, you know what I mean? But then it's like goes home and does spell work on people. You know what I mean? So that just shows you what they are, because that their mask is coming off, and this is what they've been doing. Just the Magician in reverse: manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, insecure, lack of confidence, narcissism. They don't understand. They feel like this is unfair, what's happening to them right now. All the stuff that happened, that they've done towards divine feminine and us, they feel like this is unfair to them. Like, this is, but it's like that tells everybody everything, because like people know that's a sick person. That's a real narcissist. That's a person who don't know what they're talking about when they're like blaming somebody that they were attacking for the person, for them getting in trouble for. It's like somebody beats me up, okay, and then gets suspended from school or something. I don't even say nothing. I don't do nothing. Okay, and then like this person gets in whatever trouble and something happens, and then they want to blame me for it. It's like, I didn't come looking for you to fight. You came over there swinging at me. Okay, yeah, you might have hit me a couple of times and you got in trouble. You got caught. You got caught, Queen of Pentacles, because you got caught trying to hit me. So it's like, don't go blaming me, because I didn't fight back. I didn't stoop to your level. I walked away. I wasn't going to give you my energy. So, whatever. I mean, they didn't really come swinging at me. I'm just trying to put a situation. Like, this is what it is. Like, they're trying to blame the fucking nerd who is going home with his school books, and the bully comes over and, like, kicks me into the thing, and then the teacher sees it and says, oh, you're getting detention for that. And then, and then they'll, like, want to beat me up more because of it. Like, it's like that would, like, I'm just holding my books. I'm just trying to go do my little work here, This is exactly, like, my life. It's been like this, like, with fucking people like this. They weren't kicking me, though. I don't get that, but it's like they were kicking my back at women not looking, though. Because of being these Four of Pentacles and reverse people. They're just greedy people They were possessive. They felt like they were entitled to my energy. You know, there's these people now. It's like it's like, dude, it ain't your energy. It's mine. You just figured I would never call it back, or I would be done before I would even come to that conclusion, that I would be some type of bum on the street. But the thing is that whatever gave you the idea that I would ever turn out like this, when nobody's ever seen me like that? It's easy to say somebody some way, but if nobody's ever seen him that way, I mean, you were really counting on your manifestations to work on this one. You were really counting on me to, you know, be that guy that's walking up and down fucking the street. People are laughing at, you know, they feel bad. Oh, here's a kick at a people handing me $1. You know, I mean, this is what they really believed like was going to happen to me. And I don't know where they ever got that inclination that I would allow myself to ever get like that, ever. That never. I mean, I don't know. I'm interested. Where did that ever come from? Whoever wanted to make that, felt like that was going to happen. That's going to happen to you now. It's going to be one of them karmic masculines. It'll be like up in there. They don't know what's going on. It's like they're shell shocked now, these people. Especially this Queen of Wands in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're shell shocked. This has never happened to them before. They've never been. It's like this is like they keep beating up the Divine Feminine, and then now we just punch them right in the face now. And now they're like, oh my God. And then they'll go tell on us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they'll try to get us and put us in jail. Oh yeah, just punch me in the face. And like, why though? They won't say like, oh well, I was, you know, doing all this crazy shit to like antagonize a person, and finally they just lost it and said, you know, I mean, what do you expect from a person after? And then nobody's helping that fucking person either. What do you want them to do? Just sit there. Eventually, you can't take it no more, because you deserve an Ace of Pentacles. You deserve to have what everything's coming to you, because this is, you know, like I said, we're a 9 of Pentacles. We're almost there. Our DM comes with this Ace of Pentacles, and that is a really great life. Okay, because we already have the 10 of Cups, and then we also have the 10 of Pentacles now. Okay, I will take without this. I would take my DM without anything. Just them being the best version of themselves in their mind, without anything, I would gladly take them, and I would say, let's go build this right back up, and we would right away. I mean, it's not even a question, because the way it is that I can handle these type of situations. Like, you could come and take everything from me, and, you know, it's just happened to me like several times. You could come and take my house from me, and, or, you know, like my ex-wife, take my house, and then take my car, kick me out of the street, get me fired from my job, you know, go with another person that we worked with, and then expect me like never to come back, because that's a very difficult thing for anybody to come back from, you know, because you're shell shocked at that moment. You're like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, you just took everything from me, and then expect that person to like still be doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Like, and then making fun of them for it. Like, you just went and you threw them out of the house that they paid for, took the car back because it was whatever in your name, got them fired from the job by making a lie up, and then going with another guy at that job. It sounds like a setup to me. Sounds like a setup to me. So you could walk away from the situation with me, going to this whatever Pentacle thing, where whatever this fucking Queen of Pentacles told you, he probably was like, oh, all right, yeah, well, come with me, you know, make money, I know people, but you bought it, hook, line, and sinker. It looked good for the first whatever, how long time, until I got wind of it. Even before I was in jail, this was a big threat to you. I was a big threat before, okay? So you felt by me getting put in jail that it's going to neutralize me, that I would never come back. Now, I can never come back from that. We stopped him. We stopped his ascent. He'll never come back. And you stopped me for a little bit, but I'm here on Independence Day, baby, and I am free from any karmic fucking bullshit that you have, okay? So now you can't leave. You want to bind yourself to me? Now you can't leave. But we got an Ace of Pentacles coming. That came up last week, I believe, too. So, let's see what else is coming out of this. You know, I'm the real spiritual gangster, if you really want to be, you know. But when you're a spiritual gangster, you ain't got to run around telling nobody, you know. Just keep it low key, like, yeah, I'm a gangster, but don't tell nobody. Don't let them know. Let them, you know, come on. And then you're like, yeah. You know, so Don't tell nobody. You feel like you're like, you're part of something, It's funny. So what is also happening now? Moon in reverse, so that's shattered illusions. The illusion of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this whatever, coming off like they're this magician in reverse, like they're actually just a false divine. They're coming off in false divine feminine energy. So what they do is they set up the illusion. What they'll do is they'll take the person that the divine feminine is with. In the last case where it was my situation, when I was married, they felt these people, this Queen of Pentacles, I didn't really know anything about this, but this Queen of Pentacles in reverse spotted my energy before I even knew anything about this. So, seeing how my life was going, everything was going good, this person then projected whatever bullshit life onto me, and me not understanding this or protecting myself, not knowing why I'm going to this real bad state of depression. I got all this stuff that I always wanted, and like now I'm like, drinking more, taking pills, and I'm like, what is going on? And then that's what gave my ex-wife a easy way out to like throw me out, because not that I was doing anything wrong, I was just, maybe I wasn't doing right, okay? But I wasn't doing nothing wrong that fucking be treated like that. I'm still paying all the bills, mortgage, so it's not like you're just gonna, and then you didn't even give me no fucking help, just throw me out there, like, and then you go with a guy that we work with, that tells me you were already planning this. This was a setup. It was a setup that I was not supposed to figure out. Now it's to the point where you've been binding yourself, and then these motherfuckers, all right, finally, I get over the situation 8 years later, almost, and I finally meet my real divine masculine, like my real, my real twin flame, like the one that I know for sure, because I am only the reason this is the way I am is because of them, not because they did anything. It's just because of the spiritual activation. When you meet your twin flame, you become, you're eventually going to become the best version of yourself. Or, I don't know. I mean, that's usually what happens. Like when you actually are in a real deal thing. So then what happens is these people, then they're like, oh no, they felt like this Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy felt like they don't have, they took the wrong one. They said, oh no, we took the wrong one. So then the energy then comes, it's not going to always have to be the same person, it's the energy. So the energy travels towards now where my dam is, and then they'll send in somebody who, appears to be like this, savior flame after me. Like I was the karmic, they'll talk it, like I'm the karmic one while I'm in jail. It's easy to say that. And then, this other person's probably comes in like a knight in shining armor, like, oh, it's so sorry you had to deal with, like, and it's like has all this money and just all this stuff, and then you look at me, I'm like, so it's like it looks so, yeah, I guess that's right. So then you don't expect me when I come out to like get to this point where like I just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and then I just keep taking my energy back. So because the only reason they appear like that is because they had my energy. So yeah, you could appear like me if you have my energy, and I don't, you know what I mean? But when I take my energy back, then now you're you. And now they see what you are, and then they see me and they say, oh, now I see the trick, and then they regret even dealing with you, and then they want to come back to me, and then they want to chase me because they know that other people are going to want to be with me. So it just gets that situation where they feel like they got to chase, they run, and then they're like, they don't understand because this never happened. It was always like me doing the chasing. Me being the one who's, head over heels in love, and then feeling heartbroken because that's what I am, a Queen of Cups. So it was like they intentionally, this is what their plan was, to keep a Queen of Cups who the only thing that really matters to them is love, the cups, to just put them in a cage and then starve them of what they love, and then make fun of them about it. That's what these people did to me. I mean, spiritually. I'm not saying they actually put me in a cage, but I'm saying they spiritually put me in a cage, kept me blocked from getting any love or attention or anything, and then laughed at me about it. But then I found out, and then they stopped laughing. So why is it not funny now? Oh, because I took my energy back. That's why. So you got to remember this. This is what people got to understand. If you ever think about doing something like this, anybody, then just remember that all that person does is call that energy back. You're done. It's words. You're done. It's not. That spells are done now. And then you get into this fucking, straitjacket energy over because fucking all your illusions being shattered, and everybody was seeing me on this fucking shit saying, "Wow, look, he ain't with it," because they tried to make me out like I was like a nut. They were like making me like, "Oh, he's sick. He can't take care of himself. You can't do nothing." Basically, like I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Like I don't even know what's going on. Like I'm walking around with an umbrella in the sun. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying to make me out like a fucking nut. Nobody ever even looked into it. They just, oh, okay, whatever, sign the paper, and then fucking, jail thinks I'm a nut. I'm getting mental evaluation. I can't leave. Like it was just they were making me out like I was this fucking nut. But the reality is that they just painted that picture, projected that onto me, and whatever cops they ran with it because they're like, whatever, fuck it, I'll deal with these people. They got money. What's this guy? Ain't nobody. And that's how a lot of these township type cops work. They'll take whatever bribe they get and do whatever they say. Look the other way. See, you know what I mean? It's already being investigated, so it don't make a difference. That Superior Court, that fucking Cherry Hill, it's like there's nothing you could do. It's already done. It's already too many documentations now. Okay, too many things have been seen. Too many documents have been. There's just too much. You did too much. Too many of you were involved. So somebody told. You just don't know who. And then it just opens that box, and then it's like a domino effect, and then everybody goes like, oh, well, we did this to him. Oh, this one did this to him. And then, oh, this guy did. Oh, then we sent this guy to get him. And then we have and it's just like, oh, and then we blocked him from getting this job. And oh, we did. It's like, and people are like, what the fuck happened here? What is this? How did this guy even deal with this? And he still got the Ace of Pentacles. He's still sitting there, still sitting pretty too. Still sitting pretty because he's sitting there with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? I mean, I can't tell you, like, I can't speak any better than, and then have the cards come out. So, he's sitting pretty in the Wheel of Fortune. We are sitting pretty. Divine Feminine is sitting pretty in the Wheel of Fortune. So, I say we end it there. Okay? Have a good day. So, remember this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We know that, you like pentacles, and you're, this ideal spouse of sorts, but unfortunately for you, Divine Feminine now has the Wheel of Fortune, while you are going to be taken away in a straitjacket, never to be seen or heard from again. Okay? So now you can't leave, and now you got to go. So have a great day, and, happy Independence Day, because I know I'm free. I'm free of karmic debt, and it's all gone, baby. So have a great day. Thank you.